let's get into it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is building a growth and volume business. So, advisor in the industry, when I think of a traditional advisor in the industry, are they doing good things for people? Yeah, most of them, right? But most of them are here for the money. So you can either build one of those hot dog stands outside the nightclub. That's like a traditional advisor. Got a hot dog stand, right? Maybe you're selling some enchiladas, right? Some hamburgers, some cold pops, right? You're working long hours. You got to do it basically for a long time, right? Transaction based. Somebody comes, he buys a hot dog, buys a hamburger, right? You're doing it day in, day out. Or you can build like McDonald's franchise. Or you can build like a Popeyes franchise. Or you can build like a one of those, Subway franchises. You can build a business that you can get free from. And you got to figure out, if that's what you want, why do you really want to get free? Because everybody says they want to build a business. But what is it about building a business that you want? Right? We just got back from Africa. Travel's important to us. Right? Travel's important. Our kids are here. Somebody said the other day, they're like, man, your kids are at everything. Yeah, we bring our kids to everything so they can see how it works. They can see what entrepreneurship's about. But you got to decide, what's freedom for you? What does it mean to you? Because if you don't get clear on what that is, you're going to chase the next shiny thing. Most people in WFG and in the industry, they're chasing titles, they're chasing rings, and they're chasing money. And that's what they chase. And I'll tell you right now, that's an empty feeling, because once you get to that next level, I know people that make 200 grand a year at their job and they're not fulfilled. It's not about chasing the money. Now, is the income important? Heck yeah, it's important, because it's a stepping stone to something bigger and better. It's a stepping stone to traveling and donating and giving checks and whatever it is for you. So I want to talk about building a business that is not just focused on rings, but it's focused on volume. Now, with that said, you are going to have to track rings and income along the way. Okay? This is our system progression. Okay? This is the system. So yeah, you'll notice there are some things on there, like 100K ring, 50K watch. You said, Steve, you told me not to chase it. Listen, these are dominoes. Okay? You get to SMD because SMD means something, because building a business means something. But along the way, you have to set some milestones. So we'll start at the top. Number one is a 7-day standard, right? When we bring somebody on board, you guys, we have to get them going right away. Like, what are we recruiting to? What's your culture? What's your culture? Remember, Rabinder, you're not going to be around forever. You're either going to retire wealthy here and do whatever you do, or God willing, you may not physically be here. So what kind of a legacy are you leaving behind? How tight are you willing to run the system? Right? Step 2, pre-licensed and promoted. Right? Step 3, licensed in 60 days. And then going on 10 qualified appointments. But are you obsessed with this? Is it in every conversation? Is it on your wall? Do you pull it up on Zoom calls with every teammate? Does everybody on your team know the next step? Is everybody obsessed with it? Do you have a timeline with each one? This is your McDonald's franchise. You pay $2.5 million for a McDonald's franchise, and they hand you the system. Here's a system. This is a system. This is your $1 million system. So are you using it? Or are you running things your own way? Are you running it to a T? Or are you kind of like, well, I'm going to take this from it and I'll do my own thing? Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yes. This is the system. Got to run a tight progression. Right? Then it's net license. Now he's going to talk about that. It's $1,000 income. Then it's CFT. And then it's marketing director. If you're a marketing director and you don't have your 50K watch, it's not that I just want you to focus on that. I obviously want you to focus on getting to here using volume. But along the way, my question to you is, when's your watch going to be? So let me give an example of what I mean. I'll just use Chris as an example. Right? So let's say Chris is here. Okay? Now, I know his goal is to get to SMD, but along the way to get to SMD, his goal to promote an MD should have a date, November 1st. Ring, December 1st, whatever it is. SMD, February 1st. So you got to be setting dates for all of these. Because ultimately, you should be in a hurry to get to where you want to go. Everybody starts with excitement and energy. Oh, I'm going to do this. And I got my top 10 reasons. But the longer you're here, the easier it is to forget with why you started. So this is about getting back in touch with why you're here and getting tight with the system.